lot about your fucking boy, dude.
Wow.
I'm a fucking editor.
Editor-in-chief, baby.
Gave him the most views.
Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance, hey. Happy dance, hey. Editor dance, get down with it, getting views, hey. Oh yeah, here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
This is that shit that you like. This is like some shit you go and pick your homie up from jail. Oh, drop the shit, man.
Man, that shit is hard.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Ryan Celsius to go, dude. Shout out.
Trappin in Japan, 21. One of the best. 15 is a little bit better in my opinion.
19 is fucking a banger.
19 does go hard, I'm not gonna lie.
And the cool thing about this whole series is like he has like, how high does he go? 25, 26?
You said he just dropped one recently, right?
Yeah, but it's like a different series. So he has like series.
Oh, the What's Happening, right?
Yeah, so he has like Trappin in Japan, Chillin' in Japan. What's Happening is one that he just started. I think he has another one. And then
What's Happening 2 is good with the Kill Bill. I think it's like the Kill Bill Cowboy Bebop crossover thumbnail. That shit's fire.
That's so sick.
Putting you on game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's perfect for like when you got people over and you don't know what to do. Like, fuck, how do I entertain? How do I host if you already don't have that planned?
Yeah, super sick visuals of like just Japanese culture, anime, fucking.
Yeah, like people, they'll have like the camera view of like a bus driving through Japan to itself. So it's like super sick and it just transitions.
I feel like you're there.
Yeah,
you know,
legit.
really immersed.
So it's perfect background noise for whenever the homies are coming over and chilling.
Yeah, or if you're gaming.
Gaming.
That's like the go-to gaming mix right there.
Gaming for sure.
Yeah.
Funeral, kind of anything that really.
I was like, hold on.
I was like, wow, this guy really did have any reaction. I saw it.
Bro, when I die, please play that at my funeral,
I got you.
bro.
15 is fucking gonna be bumping.
Yeah,
dude.
everyone's gonna be sad. Like, yeah, with the anime girl just dancing.
Yeah, dude. Everyone's gonna be
I want a fucking projector. That's funny, dude.
Fuck, dude. You still haven't seen that video of that one girl who she's like on the back of that truck bed. And there's memes running around.
Oh, you were telling me yesterday.
A bunch of girls around her dancing, having a good time, and she's like fucking slowly crying, like trying to hold it together, but like still trying to like have a good time.
Your brain is sad, but your body's lit.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna
be what it's funny. Like, hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minor Convenience Podcast, episode number
6.
Let's
go. I'm gonna be the episode counter guy now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my thing.
Yeah, dude.
6.
That's funny. You know, it's gonna get a little harder, you know, once we start getting up there. Right now it's not too bad, but
yeah, there's only so many we have to think about.
Like 72, I think.
Fuck, one of those. 73, 74.
Maybe start doing seasons.
There it is. Yeah,
we'll get to like 25 and then stop and then restart. Yeah.
So we don't have to count.
Yeah, because fuck
that might actually be a thing.
Numbers are hard, you know.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the season finale and find out what we decide.
Yeah, start doing cliffhangers and shit. Yeah. Let's do a recap episode.
And then the end of it's all right. Cool. Well, that's the end of the season.
Yeah. Maybe some filler.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much do nothing but give a fucking cliffhanger at the end.
In the middle of a conversation, we'll just have a flashback to when I was a child.
Play Trappin in my, at a funeral, and fucking raining Simone into my eye, dude. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, we have pretty banger topics to go over.
Loaded.
A lot has been happening.
Lots been popping off.
A lot of controversy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna dip our seedy little fingers into it.
Speaking of popping off, Mica Galvao.
Dude.
The golden child.
Mica Galvao got caught is what I was trying to say. Dude, I forgot.
You're going to do it again.
Dude, literally. Yeah. Mica Galvao is getting fucking... Oh, that sucks. Dude.
Yeah, 1 year suspension, stripped of his title.
As the youngest ADCC champion.
IBJJF.
I'm sorry, IBJJF
Yeah, world champion. Yeah.
It was Ty who. No, it was.
Kate is ADCC.
Yeah, Kate is the
Yeah,
ADCC
yeah.
one. Yeah.
But I
dude, I'm
believe-
terrible with twins as it is, so
Yeah.
it's like trying to fucking.
Which one are you?
Dude, like-
Which one did what?
Yeah, I do a set of twins, dude. And I can never fucking tell them apart, and like even after knowing them for years, I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking you. Damn it, dude, I'm wrong.
Did they
every
ever
time.
like fucking play into it
Sometimes.
and like pretend to be each other?
Sometimes,
That's
right? And then they would
funny,
just like, "You're talking. No, I'm fucking this guy. You fucking idiot."
I want to
yeah.
be right, but I don't want to be wrong. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Fuck. So
Imagine being the parent of a twin too. Cause growing up, my mom already fucked our names up. Like
when they were mad at you, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now they're twins, and it's like, god damn
Fuck
it.
it. Throw
You
a
know which
dog.
one I'm trying to fucking
Yeah.
talk to? Come here. Yeah.
Throw a dog in there. They're gonna call the dog before your name.
The fucking curly-headed one. Yeah.
Fucking you.
Yeah, the fucking dog. Yeah.
That's some shit my mom would do. She would call everybody.
Yeah, she starts going down the list and she fucks it up multiple times.
It's like an unnecessary amount of fuck ups. Like,
Everyone in the family but you. Yeah, that's the last one to hit.
wow, the last one to cross your fucking mind, and you couldn't.
Yeah, what
and
the
you get my name right.
You
what the
birthed
fuck?
me. How do
Yeah.
you?
Even if there's like, and it was funny because with my mom there was 3 of us and a dog, and my mom would fuck every single one
That's
of them. bro.
hilarious. Yeah.
So it's like we're
She calls
almost
the
like
dog
waiting
you.
for her to finish, like,
Yeah.
because it's going on for so long.
And you can see the just increased frustration.
Yes,
You know.
dude. And it, like she's mad at us because we fucked up.
Yeah,
So
like
it's like,
how is this my fault? You know.
cognitive decline. You know what I mean? And I'm the one to blame.
That's funny.
So,
But yeah, dude, it was a sad day when I woke up and saw that.
dude,
Yeah.
But also like a bittersweet though, because like you get to see Ty, take
Yeah,
that title, and
yeah.
also a very deserving. Not to mention, like, it does suck to say Mica lost that title because if I remember correctly, we were both rooting for him.
Yeah, dude, I love Mika.
He's so sick, dude.
He's like probably one of my
That whole team.
yeah
That
yeah.
whole team is so sick.
Yeah,
but
like-
now it's like looking at them and then looking at him. It's looking a little bleak for them.
Right,
Looking a
'cause
little bleak for that.
That's the big
for that
question
trio.
too for the team. Yeah, because you see Mika popped, right? And the only reason that he got tested was I think right now the IBJJF is just testing the. So if you're a black belt and you win a world championship, you're gonna get tested on the podium. But I don't think Fabricio or Diogo have any titles like that where they've gotten tested. I mean, they just won Pans, so I don't know if they got tested at Pans. But it's
I
like,
don't think
fuck.
that's a thing. Like
I think it just might be for world titles right
okay.
now.
Yeah.
Because this was back in 2021. I think he got popped for when he won.
Mika.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, are Fabricio and Diogo on it too?
I hope not, but I would believe it.
Dude, if you look at Fabricio, he's fucking shredded.
I
dude.
would. Fabricio, my guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Andre, my brother in Christ.
Yeah.
I love you, but I
Something
would
about these
probably put some
Andres.
money.
Yeah.
I would put some money on you popping hot, brother.
Dude, because it's like the interesting about them, what's so surprising too, is because they're not like Gordon Ryan or like Nicky Rod, where people are like questionable, like just giant jack motherfuckers. They still look like that could be
Because they're so young.
natural,
dude.
right?
They're so young.
Yeah. But exactly. So youth has a lot to do with it too, you know? So I don't know. They're not like super sus where you're like, those guys are on roids or on
There's
gear.
no way, like, yeah.
But like you said, you're not surprised either. if-
Right. Exactly.
So it's like-
it's just, dude. Yeah, it's tough. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I was fucking flabbergasted at what I was not flabbergasted, but I was like stuck.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
really not much more to say about it other than like, as much as it sucks to see Mika, like I'm just as excited to see Ty take it because now he's the youngest, and even more so like to kind of put
Natural.
credit to his name. Yes, he's
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
He he was able to compete against a fucking roided out athlete.
Yeah.
And didn't his brother go against him too?
Cade and Mika, I'm not sure. I think they might have had a match on Who's Number One a few years ago. I think
Yeah.
when they were brown belts.
Okay. remember
I'm
who
quite
won
sure that they've all gone against each other.
Yeah.
Um,
But still,
yeah,
though,
I'm
like the fact that, and I don't think it wasn't like a blowout or anything
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? So
They went against each other at ADCC, you know?
Yeah.
And that's whenever Cade won, right? Off
Exactly.
that crazy fucking heel hook. So, I mean, still impressive. Again, if Cade's not on anything, which I don't think those two are on.
I would be surprised to hear that they were. But yeah, to give Cade the credit, you know what I mean, at ADCC, like,
Yeah.
fuck, you know he was popping at ADCC. Like, so the fact that he was able to win.
I think that's the thing is like the Worlds for 2021. That's the year they're training up for ADCC. So they almost have to be taking it, right? If you're trying to do both,
Unless you're Cade.
it's like, yeah, true. You know? And I think that's like the big argument right now with steroid use and gear use, PEDs in the sport. You know, is like certain rule sets, certain organizations, they don't give a fuck. Like ADCC's like, take that shit. We don't give a fuck.
Get as big as possible.
Get enhanced.
We want to see this shit.
We want to see you guys go crazy.
Yeah, we want to see two apes going at it.
And if you want to compete in that, which is arguably more prestigious, you know, more money that you get from that. If you want to be an ADCC champion, I can see why you would take it. Because you want an even playing field. Because if you're not the guy taking it, unless you're ruotolo good, you know, you're fucking at a huge disadvantage.
Right.
But if you simultaneously want to get a world title too, it's like, fuck. I just fingers crossed, hope I don't get fucking popped.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's tough, man, because like how you said, and even with testing, I'm sure there's some people who can sneak through the fucking cracks.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going pretty much at a disadvantage if you go natural.
Guys do it in the UFC too, because I think USADA is the same. That's like the big governing body, right?
Yeah.
That does all of it. So, I mean, you go to a smart enough, like doctor, smart enough team who's kind of been doing it for a while, then, you know, they have their ways around it.
And especially if they have that tenure, that time, they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to know ways to, and not to accuse and say that that's what's happening, but like I could definitely see that.
There are probably some, like I think, because guys do get popped, like TJ, right? You know, and it's like, well, they were probably doing it for a minute, so there were probably multiple times where they didn't, and then maybe slip up, right? Because sometimes it's almost not a matter of if, but when. Right. You know? So it's like, it's not like any average Joe Schmo in the UFC or the average Joe Schmo at like any gym trying to go to ADC will not get caught. Like USADA is probably not that easy to trick, but there's probably good teams of people out there who know how to get around the rules, just like anything, right?
Especially, especially when they're working for like the top fighters or the top competitors. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? They're gonna have the resources. That there's a reason they are the top fighter, top recruiters, fucking medical examiner, or fucking primary physician. You know what I mean? So it's
maybe
like
within the organization too. Maybe within USADA, there's some corruption. Like, hey, I'll pay you off. You know, if like I just give you like a fake sample or sample someone else type shit.
Lots of like workaholics just go in there, just pee in everything.
Everybody pops. Yeah, it must have been.
Everybody's on
the tests are fucked. Yeah.
Fuck. But
that's hilarious.
Like for stuff like UFC, man, like looking at it from like as like a movie or like a show or just conceptualizing the idea before, say, you know, MMA was a thing, right? Like, or fighting for entertainment was a thing. Like, if I was just kind of thinking about this idea and like, fuck, and knew that steroids was a thing, I'd be like, damn, imagine if just some roided out fucks just kind of juiced up for a fucking year and then brawled it out and went after. That's some shit that I would want to see.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I get it. You don't want to, you want to cut out the steroid use, just right? Because there's a stigma about it, right? Yeah. Not necessarily that, but also all the health factors.
I think that's the big thing.
Everything that could put you at risk. Not only you being the one who's taking it, but your opponent who could get hurt because you were at such an advantage. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like at the same time, I could see like it's not surprising that in a combat sport like that, they would be using. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
no.
I'm not like, how dare they fucking take steroids to be the better fighter? Like, take every advantage. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I think it's hard to blame the athletes, right? Because
100%.
you have to try to protect them from themselves, because all they care about is the glory of the like the prestige, the honor of
They'll
like
die for that honor,
exactly,
for that
yeah.
glory. You know
I don't give
mean?
a fuck what the health effects are when I'm 50, 60, 40 years old. I
I'm
want
in the
to
fucking now.
I want to be the most winning champion that there ever was, right? And that will last forever. So that's a lot of these guys' mindsets. They don't give a fuck. They'll do anything to get any advantage. And on
Gary
one hand, I
Coleman's a good
respect that.
example.
Yeah.
Not Gary Coleman.
Ronnie. I was like, what the fuck? Gary Coleman, the actor. Commissioner Gordon is just fucking jacked.
Oh my god.
hilarious.
Fucking, yeah, Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
You look at him now, dude. All those back surgeries.
Fucked up.
He has
CT
some-
Fletcher.
CT Fletcher, yeah, dude. And those
But if you ask those guys, they'll say it's worth it. I'd do it all again, 100%. Yeah.
100%, dude. Because they were like on that motivating side of everything. They were all like CT Fletcher was all like fucking I command you to grow. You know what I mean? Like he was always about like fucking like manning up and fucking overcoming your obstacles and all that shit. No matter what. Like fucking coming back because he had like open heart surgery.
He had the bench
14
press
times.
Dude, yeah.
He had the curling world record. I
think the
too.
curling one, the bench press world record, like
insane, dude.
that's, you know, incredible feats of strength, you know, and human potential, even though if you are, you know,
enhanced.
assisted.
But it's like, think about it. Like, if we're in cyberpunk times, right? Put us like 1,000 years into the future, and we can just fucking pull out a fucking piece of our eye and throw on another attachment to enhance ourselves. I would guarantee fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure mostly everybody else would.
A lot of people would,
Like, oh, you could make yourself a cyborg for an affordable price?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna. Fuck you, mean. Get out of here. I'm gonna do
Facts.
it. I'm gonna be taller. You know what I mean? First of all, I'm gonna be taller. I'm gonna be fucking
handsomer.
Yeah. You know what I mean? My skin complexion might be a little bit fucking more darker. You
I was gonna say, where's he going with this?
I'm gonna be white as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have blonde hair, blue eyes.
I'm gonna be a straight white male. Wait a minute, dude. We gotta talk about this. You got an Uncle Ruckus situation going on, dude.
Oh shit! I'm behind enemy lines.
It's an inside job.
Shit. No,
That's
so
funny.
like I think because it's still like it's not new, but it's now becoming more mainstream, I should say, as of recent. So I think because it's still kind of in the earlier stages, it's not as
You talking about PEDs in jiu-jitsu?
or
what do you mean?
general,
Sorry.
in general.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking roids in general.
Well, because I feel like, you know, look at baseball. That's a good example, right? Rampant fucking use in baseball, right? Guys fucking hitting insane home runs and out of this world shit. And then, you know, they crack down on it really hard. And a lot of people say it ruined baseball because, you know, you don't get to see the fucking super sick hits anymore, like grand slams and all that.
Right.
But obviously a major sport like baseball is going to be able to enforce that a lot better than the fucking IBJJF, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they're not going to have the budget, the resources.
Yes, exactly.
The time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So if you wanted to try to, or maybe even the NBA or NFL, right? Like, I'm sure they're a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you need
that.
to take steroids to throw fucking basketball. You know what I mean? Like, hot take. Like, I get it, running, moving, recovery, all that shit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you need to take some roids for fucking basketball.
Yeah, but what about fucking cycling? What about Lance Armstrong?
Oh yeah, I see that.
You know, so I
see
feel
that
like
for sure.
even you could just say, oh, it's just riding a bike. You know, what the fuck you doing roids for? But like doing all that blood doping, I guess he wasn't doing roids, but like any type of
was it test boosting?
So he was going into like high altitude and training there, and then they would take his blood out, and then so he has like super oxygenated blood because of the high altitude training.
Yeah.
They would take it out. Then whenever he would go to wherever the fuck to do his race, he would inject that blood back into him. So his blood is just super oxygenated, so he can just go further and have that advantage there cardiovascularly. So a lot of times, like when people say roids or like they think just big, strong jack guys, but like there's a lot of sneaky ways that you can go about increasing that. So imagine if you're like a soccer player or a basketball player, and you can just go up and down the court and up and down the court and outpace everybody and never get tired comparatively. That's a huge advantage.
I mean, yeah, but you could also like out-tire your team to where they can't keep up with you, and now you're like,
well, if they just got to, if they know, and that's part of the plan, like, hey, this guy's roided out, now we can plan around this guy not getting tired. We could put him in positions and play strategically to that advantage.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's pretty sick. That's cool that you could like fucking just re-inject yourself with fucking
insane that you can do. Like, the shit you can do nowadays is crazy.
Yeah, hey, listen, that's not... Let the man have it. It's his own fucking blood, dude. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, I got fucking low blood pressure. Yeah,
I think
I got glaucoma.
It's from my glaucoma. I can't see good at night. I got night blindness.
I got oxygenated blood from my orbitals.
Yeah, I think that was their big argument too. Is like, well, I technically didn't take anything. It's my own blood or whatever. But it's come on, dude.
Let the man have it. It's his. He's just, no one thought about it. They just got outsmarted. That's the only thing.
True.
That's all it was.
True. I think my personal opinion, and I want to ask you yours after, but I personally think that it shouldn't be allowed. There should be organizations like USADA, and the sport organizations themselves should do a great job to try to prevent these things, because if it's this unwritten rule, then people are going to do it. And now let's say you have someone who wants to become a champion or wants to compete in that sport, but not to the point where they're going to risk their life. Maybe they want to have a wife and kids and they want to grow up and be able to maybe introduce the sport to their child and, all that shit. Yeah. If someone doesn't want to risk, my fucking liver failing, then they shouldn't be forced to in order to compete, right? And they kind of have to right now because of the way the rules are. So I think if there were like serious restrictions and everything like that, kind of the way I think things are going, that's my opinion on it. But I want to ask you, what do you think?
So I do agree that, like, for the major ones, you definitely should have some type of like plan of action, if you will, for like steroid use in terms of monitoring it, testing for it. Don't put like all like resources into it, but definitely emphasize on it for sure. You know what I mean? Because like how you said, that kind of puts the people like the natural athletes at a disadvantage, because not necessarily at a disadvantage when it comes to the competition, but like how you said, because I know we've had this conversation before when it comes to like the natural athletes, like now I'm in this dilemma where do I put my body in harm's risk that I've never wanted to and never intended on doing, just so I can have a chance to prove that I'm as good as these guys. But so for like the major ones, I do agree. Like, yeah, it's wrong. It should definitely be monitored. But I do
at like
think,
a local level, you think it's okay? Like the Naga, just ripping fucking heel hooks.
It's so unnecessary, dude. You do not need to be taking fucking roids at Naga
to go compete on the local state level.
Absolutely not, dude. Get the fuck out of here. If you're
some
roiding,
people are like that.
If you fucking, it's not that serious, dude. Like, if you're trying to make a name for yourself, do it like naturally first to make sure you have the ability before your body gives out before your peak. You know what I mean? Like, but
it's at that point, would it be worth it? You don't even get any world titles, but sure, you won some local competitions. like post on your Instagram, like you're cool. Like no one gives a shit.
Not to dog winning local fucking tournaments, but like to go as far as fucking
if you did it because of roids, then
gear just to win local tournaments. Like you're not trying to go win fucking worlds, you're not trying to go win fucking ADCC or anything like that. You're like, nah, I'm just gonna hit all these local fucking comps and have gold medal. You're a fucking chum, dude. Like, I think that if you're gonna do it and you're going for like larger competitions, cool, go do your thing. Like, but I do also think that there should be like separate tournaments of, I guess, equal, and that's gonna be tough because of the viewer base and everything. But
so you're saying you would have like a roid division and a natural division,
right?
Yeah, ideally that would be perfect.
Like so I like much like a like powerlifting, because they have the tested and non-tested divisions. So you kind of going into the non-tested, like this is pretty much all the fucking steroided guys.
Yeah. As a
And-
spectator, though, like who watches the natural one over the tested one? Everyone watches the
Tested.
or the non-tested one, right?
Right.
Yeah. Because they want to see bigger number. They want to see guys fucking.
Yeah, but I think if you have them on the same, in the same event,
That's true. You
right?
kind of just force people to do both.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you do the untested at the end of the fucking tournament, like it's
Yeah.
at the S end of it.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
funny.
You go through all the non-test, all the tested. I'm sorry, and then boom. So yeah, it's like one, it keeps people in. Two, it gives the fucking, it gives the fucking natural athletes a chance, and then it also kind of like hypens up what everybody's been waiting for. It's almost like a main event or like a super fight, you know? what I mean?
True,
So instead of seeing it like a fucking just tease fucking like we're
Right.
so you just think of it as like a fucking marketing strategy.
Yeah,
you know
true.
What I mean? Like, and in just 3 hours, we're gonna see two roided out apes grappling it out. Like,
Yeah, that would
and
be
it's just this
sick.
huge fucking cinematic fucking masterpiece, dude, going at it. Just fucking Andre Galvao fucking ripping people apart and fucking
Yeah, dude.
like Gordon Ryan ripping heel hooks, dude.
True.
Oh my god. So
Yeah, I think
you could definitely play off of it. I think.
that's a good point. It's a really good idea. You know, maybe try to market it in that aspect, rather than trying to like fight it completely. Just go with it,
Right.
knowing, hey, guys are gonna do it.
Yeah, and it's like that's probably a lazy way to look at it. And I'm sure there's a lot of like logistics to it that just make it not
that we just
work.
probably don't understand. Yeah.
But from my level of understanding,
Figure it out.
Yeah, from my level of knowledge in the topic, it's a perfect idea, and you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
So just make a separate division. That's what I think.
Facts. I think one of the things about it too is like incentivizing it, kind of like going back to what you're saying about the guys doing it at like a local comp and shit. I think nowadays, you're fucking me up.
Not what I.
not what I think nowadays guys are seeing like, oh, Gordon Ryan takes steroids. This person takes
He's
steroids.
cool
that
with it. He's
person
open
takes
about it.
steroids.
No one's chastising him
So
for it.
I should too.
Yeah.
And they're doing it almost backwards, where they're taking the steroids and then they're trying to get good at whatever sport with the steroids. But I'm pretty sure what happened is these guys, they train and they became really, really fucking good. And then they decided to take steroids to get that final last bit of edge that they need against those other really, really good competitors.
Yeah.
But if you aren't training like that and aren't getting really good at whatever sport it is, and then you take steroids thinking that you're gonna get good, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
You're still gonna get beat.
Yeah, like for lifting, like people who take fucking gear to bench 215 on like a 1 rep max type shit.
Right.
Like maybe you should bench 215 before. I'm sorry, 225 before. What the fuck? I'm bench 225 before you fucking start taking the gear.
You're
Like,
not even
get to, like, a
close to your natural
baseline.
potential.
Right.
Not even close. Yeah.
I would say get to like a obviously this is just my fucking ignorant ass talking, but I would say just get to like a fucking, if this is like normal potential in your max, get somewhere in like this range.
Yeah.
And then start fucking.
This is the steroid range.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's a good.
That's
it's a
good size.
6 inches, right?
That's a good size, right?
It's pretty big. Yeah.
No, that's small, right? No, that's good. That's good. Tell me when it's. Tell me when it's
Dude,
good.
wow. Hold on.
tell me-
Okay.
Tell me when it's good.
That's
So,
funny. Yeah, you know, guys who like take steroids, but their sleep sucks, their fucking diet sucks. Like, fix all those other things first, and you're gonna see a lot of progress. And you don't even have to touch roids. But
yeah, and people think too. Like I know a lot of people who are like, oh, dude, I'm trying to fucking take some gear, especially like back in the day when we were lifting. I was like, dude, like I don't think I've ever seen you go at the same time. To like, I don't see you like. You're just eating like the rest of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not meal prepping. You're not
Dunkin' for breakfast, BK for lunch. Like,
and then now you want to take roids because you fucking been working out for like half a year.
yeah,
Like,
facts.
so it's like I feel like a lot of people think they underestimate what the whole purpose of it is. You know what I mean? And for me, my understanding is like how you were saying, get your fucking diet in check.
Yeah.
Get your hydration, your sleep, your recovery. your plan, like make it's optimized to you, not but like your body, you know what I mean, and how you live your life and all the things that you do. And then when you get in that structure and you're in that habit, then hey, let me start fucking sticking a needle in my ass,
Right.
you know. And then because a lot of people think like, oh, I take steroids, I'm gonna go look like Sebum. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? No, dude. Like, it's
not gonna work that way. You'll look better. Don't get me wrong. You will gain muscle. You will look better. But like, you think that it's gonna do this for you, and it's not. You know.
That's because the only reason why these guys are here is because they're doing all of these other things.
Yeah,
and
facts.
it's like, buddy, come on. Like, people just see the hype train, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't see the behind the scenes work of even with those guys who do take gear, you know, who work incredibly hard, you know.
There's still like, there's still a lot of hard work put into it, despite whether or not you're a natural athlete or not.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, you still have to train at the level in which you want to compete at, you know. So if you're competing at world level, you have to be training like a world's level competitor.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to just, like me, a fucking white belt, I'm going to gear up and then go hit fucking pans and worlds real quick and fucking come out on top. Like, no, there's got to be a whole set of things done prior.
Facts.
So get your shit together, people. If you're trying to take gear, get your shit together.
Would there ever be a world in which you took any kind of performance enhancing drugs or gear?
Not in this one, but absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Dude, yeah. I definitely, like, when I was younger, if I had
so close.
If I had the opportunity, I 100% would. Yeah.
Facts. I was very close.
And I'm really glad I didn't, because like it would have fucked me up, you know. And I'm glad now I have the maturity to, like, it's not that serious.
Right. I'm good. I'm chill. Like, I haven't even peaked yet type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially because back then it was just purely for aesthetics. I wasn't
100%.
like training in a sport or anything.
Right.
Like, maybe, you know, in the Army it would have helped, like, to be physically, you know, improve my PT scores and stuff like that. Run time probably would have went down though.
Facts.
Ruck time would have went down. So honestly, wouldn't even been good for that.
Yeah, and we were thinking more strength and how you said aesthetics rather than like, what the fuck are we doing and how do we complement this?
All to do all that and then go like on a deployment or go to JRTC or something like that and then lose all the games anyway because you don't work out for fucking 37 days.
Yeah, I look back at myself sometimes and question what I was doing.
So, you know, but we were younger and impressionable because that was kind of the mentality of everyone around us. We knew guys who did it. We saw the gains that they got.
And dude, and we were just hype. We were on that hype train, bro. But one thing I can say that we took from it is, which a lot of people can't say, but I think we learned like pretty effective ways to lift and lift correctly. You know what I mean? Over the years of us trying to just get as big as possible, we still took that into consideration. Like, all right, like, how do I appropriately do this lift?
Right. Rather than just going and loading on fucking 7 plates on the leg press.
We were never the ego lifter.
Yeah.
At the very least, I can say that, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'll take that.
There's been a few times, you know, I've tried to push it a little too hard and you get stuck under a bar or something, but I think literally
like,
everyone's done that, right?
Yeah, that you're testing it because you want to see if you can beat that. That's not an ego
Exactly.
lift, you know? You fucking no. If you don't make it, it's an ego lift. That's pretty much what it is. If you can't get it,
I don't want to say I haven't ego lifted though, because I'm not gonna lie. There have been some times where, granted, I didn't get like folded or anything, but there's been some times where like I'm on a squat rack and then the guy next to me is like loading on the plate.
I've had that,
and I'm like, oh
thought,
shit,
you know?
Yeah, like. Or it's like a girl, you know, like a really strong girl who's like, they can squat, you know? And I don't squat like that.
But they do like day every fucking day.
Yeah. So there'd be like a girl next to me throwing on weight. And I'm like, damn, dude, I have to keep up. I have to hang. And that's like my ego for sure. Like no one gives a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
No one in the gym cares. But me personally thinking everyone's watching me lift less than this woman, like, is dumb.
Dude, that intrusive thought is it's a tough one, because then you keep like looking at them and you're like, how much should they lift? Like, are they still going?
Yeah.
Am I still going?
Yeah, exactly.
Should I stay here a little bit longer just to kind of show them?
Your form starts breaking down, but you're like, fuck it, I'll put on the 25, you know? Like,
I think I could do it. I could do it. It's only 25.
Yeah. And it's like seeing that, being from the outside perspective, I'm sure you've seen that guy where it's like, dude, like, drop the weight, bro. This does not look good. Like,
Yeah, but I've never been the one to record it and throw that shit on the internet. Look how fucking stupid this guy is.
oh yeah, that shit's
I never thought that shit was.
yeah.
Funny. I mean, there's some that are just okay. You can't deny they're fucking hilarious. There's some that you just can't help but laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
But outside of that, like, yeah,
You take
fuck
that risk if you're in a public space doing something like that, which like you said, I probably would never do that.
Yeah,
But
if I'm gonna fucking like Miles Morales on a fucking lat pull down, yeah, like I can't be upset when fucking someone catches me fucking ziplining across this fucking.
I think
gym.
that's the big thing is like if you're obviously getting in other people's way now and you're ruining the experience for everyone else. If you're just putting too much weight on the squat rack, that's your fucking problem, right?
Yeah,
but if you're jumping around from fucking cable machine to cable machine, okay, you're an asshole,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
you
off.
deserve to be on the internet now. Also, in 2023, how is that still happening? There's like so much information out there on the internet that like, how do you not know how to use this machine properly?
Yeah,
like you're just doing this on purpose.
You
now.
know how many times I've been like when I first started lifting, not when I first started lifting, but like at brag whenever
Yeah.
there's like a new machine or some shit, and I'm like, could you do a quick fucking little Google search, act like I'm texting somebody, watch a YouTube video on it real quick.
You just like
I'm resting.
You're like eyeing it out, like, because there's been a few times where I walk up to a machine and I'm just like, I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, but you don't want to look like you don't know how to use it.
So
though.
I'm doing something else today. If I'm walking away.
But then you now you recognize that machine every single time. You're like, I'm gonna fucking
you're
do you.
waiting to see
you, motherfucker.
who's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Like
Turns out they're doing it wrong.
30 minutes later, you're using the machine.
Facts. That's
Because you never want to look like you don't know what.
right.
Because I feel like
right.
that's I have that much ego at least.
Yeah. Have you ever had people come up to you and like the gym bro, like try to like give you lifting advice, like, oh, your form is, you should do it this way instead or do it that way?
I think there might have been once, but it wasn't like a gym bro. It was like I think it was like maybe an older guy. But they were cool about it.
Were you like fucking up or? Were they
No,
just
I
trying
think
to
it was
be-
just it was slightly off.
I
And
see.
he was just kind of like fine tuning it a little bit, so it was a little bit better. So I don't remember what it was, but I think it was just like instead of activating two, he was helping me just activate like my back or whatever I was doing. But I have gotten a couple of compliments before. The most recent one was not necessarily on a lift I was doing, but it's how I was explaining a lift. I was explaining the lat pull down to a friend of mine who was working out with me.
Nice.
They didn't really understand it. And then just this fucking...
Just giving them some cues and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah,
Cool.
just kind of like how I do the lift. And
Nice.
so this fucking powerlifting looking guy in like a gray wife beater, bald, fucking...
Nice.
Just a fucking
Fuck
unit
yeah.
of a man. He pokes his head over and he's like, actually, everything that he's telling you is correct.
Dude.
And I was like, let's fucking go. And
So
that was the
validated in that
bro.
moment.
My dick got so hard,
Yeah,
bro. I was
like-
like, let's fucking go.
You see the size of this fucking
Yeah,
guy?
you see that? I'm telling you the right shit,
I
dude.
know what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, I'd appreciate it. He like fist bump me. He's like, yeah, good shit. Because I always hear people tell fucking stupid ass advice. And
Yeah.
he's like, good shit. And then we just kind of went about. I didn't want to make it a bigger deal than it
Right,
was, but
right.
internally I was screaming. Dude.
Geeking out, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this dude was yoked out. So
You start
it's
looking in the mirror like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm basically as big as that
yeah,
guy.
like,
Yeah.
we got the same back, So
Dude, fuck yeah.
that was pretty hype. It's pretty hype for me. What about you? You have anybody come up to you and just fucking tell you you're fucking wrong, man?
No, thankfully, I've, yes, but that was like homies. Because when I first started lifting in the
Yeah,
army,
that's-
I didn't know shit. So it
Yeah,
would be like
that's-
homies, right?
That's different.
So that's the only time that really happened when I was doing shit like wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like fine. Like, thanks for them for helping me out.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I've ever had an interaction like that in the gym is when I was in Campbell. I was going to
Mm-hmm.
Gold's Gym over there. And same thing, like if it's like a big fucking like strong, like dude who looks like he knows what he's fucking talking about, I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, I'll listen to you.
Especially at the Gold Gym. If he's wearing a fucking stringer,
He was.
I'm listening.
He
dude.
was, dude.
I'm
He
pulling
was
out a
fucking
notepad, a
jacked.
fucking pen, and I'm
Yes.
fucking taking notes, dude.
I was doing tricep pushdowns with my buddy, and he was kind of just going over like the different like angles.
You tell you to flare your
on,
elbows out and then peek.
He was talking about the grip. About
Yeah,
like
dude, that changes. Like,
yeah.
thumb even fucking just that changes the entire.
It was something
fucking muscle
about that,
group.
yeah, because he was basically going over like thumbless grip, I think, versus thumb grip, and then even like shit with the pinky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, is it really that serious? In my head, I was like, just that slight variation. And then so I tried it how he was saying. He was working me through it, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, I'm feeling this way more. The same weight, I had to like drop it because I couldn't.
more in my trapezius maximus.
Yeah.
So,
dude, yeah, motherfucker starts throwing like the scientific terms of the muscles out there. You're like, all right, bet.
Crazy. He fucking hold on, puts on some glasses.
Yeah.
Explains it to you. Yeah, dude. Like those guys are the shit. Like I'll always take like shit like that.
Dude, because like,
run with it,
yeah, the community of like lifters like that is really cool. Like the gym bros get a lot of hate, but there's also like a lot of uplifting in that community. You know, you typically don't see those guys talking shit about like New Year's resolution lifters or anything.
They're just like, hope they stick around. I'm excited for it. Let's
Yeah.
get some new people. Stay off my fucking machine though.
Yeah.
It's like what it is usually.
This is my house.
But yeah, dude. I don't think I've ever really had anything like that outside of just, what we already said. I'm trying to think back, and from my experience too, like, yeah, you do come across a couple of like weird gym bros and shit like that who are fucking clearly doing the most, and it's like, all right, we get it. And he's just fucking mean mugging everybody.
Yeah.
Like spends more time mean mugging than lifting, and it's like, but then you have like, I remember this one time I was in Tucson and I was going to an LA Fitness at the time, and there's this fucking big fucking brolic black dude. I wish I knew
Named
his
fucking
name,
Raquise.
dude. Named fucking Raquise.
Pulled a bed sheet over your eyes and
seated. This go fuck me. So I wish I remembered his name, but like this guy was like his torso, his abs. He had the Ronnie fucking Coleman.
oh, like those
abs,
fucking
dude.
big blocky abs.
So his midsection was bigger than my entire fucking shoulder to shoulder, dude. It was crazy. And he was like, yeah, right. So imagine the rest of his fucking body. He was also like 6'4", you know what I mean? Just a fucking giant
genetically
man.
fucking superior human.
Like I remember specifically him just crunching the entire fucking rack.
Damn, all the plates on the cable.
The cable.
Yeah, wow, full stack.
He would rep that shit out, dude. So it's like, and he's squatting, he's squatting 3-4 plates for fucking reps, dude. Like it's just fucking, he's doing a plate type shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Trying to keep that aesthetic. And there was one time, I think it didn't look like anybody was on it. And so I hopped on and I started using it. And he comes up to me and I'm like, fuck. Picked the wrong fucking one to take the machine from. Dude, God damn it. I'm fucking staggering 5'6". A fucking cement cracking.
You're like, yeah, I got about 8 more sets.
150. I was fucking ready, dude.
That's funny, dude.
And he's like, hey man, excuse me. I was actually using that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you or anything. And I was like, no, dude, take the fucking thing. Take it now while I have a chance.
Yeah, right.
Before I'm fucking.
Do not mistake.
Yeah,
the
he maybe wasn't like
weakness.
full on Mike Tyson, but his voice was definitely.
That's funny.
But his voice was definitely softer than I thought it was going to be.
Children. That's funny.
So, super fucking nice guy.
Yeah.
Ever
man.
since then,
Just
every
big
time I
teddy
see
bears.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since then, every time I seen him in the gym, he'd always fucking what's up or fist bump me or something or say what's up. So never really knew each other, but we always gave each other the fucking
Kind of like
what's
the homie
up.
at EOS. There we go. See.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking super nice guy.
Yeah.
Always
He's fucking
compliments something.
strong, dude.
Yeah, he's like, hey guy, hey buddy, I like your shirt.
Yeah.
You mind recording this for me?
Yeah. Can you just pop me real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just complimented me.
Compliment
I got you.
sandwich. Yeah. He knows how to get what he
dude.
wants.
Yeah, just butters me up.
Yeah.
But super nice fucking guy.
I love that too because I feel like I know him. I'm friends with him.
Yeah. He's
See the big strong guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're cool. So
He
that
likes my
means yeah.
Should have a cool T-shirt. I've been to a lot of places, seen a lot of places.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, dude. And I definitely want to go back to a couple of places for sure. I feel like some of the places.
Top 3.
Ooh, Germany, Hawaii, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Whoa. I didn't expect that one.
Just because my experience in Canada was super fucking cool. Like I was on Niagara Falls.
Oh, so
4th
you're
of
going to
July.
return back to... Oh, because you've been to Hawaii already, too.
Top two top 3 to return to?
No, I meant like if you go anywhere right now, what's the top 3 locations?
I
That's
think
my
my
bad. I
top
should
3
have.
favorite that I've been to. If I could go to right now. Okay. Well, fuck that. Okay. Japan, China, Germany,
Nice.
for sure.
Nippon desu?
C.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
A river dairy cheese.
So in that order too, right? Like that's your.
I'd say so.
Or
Yeah,
like,
that'd be good because I've been to Germany. We've both been to Germany, so
Yeah.
I feel like that one could definitely be last on the list since I've already been there.
Mm-hmm.
Japan, just because, I mean, it's a fucking, come on, it's Japan. You know what I mean? We could go see all the cool fucking weave shit, and then go see all the cultural shit, the cool fucking temples and shit like that, and then China to go kind of see all the culture over there. I think would be
Go see
super
the
sick.
prisons over there.
Yeah. See
Just
some
kidding.
railroads. Really take a gander.
Yeah, weather balloons. All right, I'm sorry. No,
play on
China would be
TikTok.
fucking.
I think China would be super fucking
That's the
sick.
sad part about it, though, is like, or at least for me, right? I would love to go to China because of how much is there.
Jackie Chan.
Really going for the low hanging fruit right now. Jesus.
Well, no, because fucking the Karate Kid.
Yeah. But the one with
Jaden Smith.
yeah. Well, hot take. I think that one was better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one more than the original.
Really?
Yeah, I
Was it because
do.
it had Justin Bieber in it?
Yes. Yeah. Never say
Fucking
never,
knew it.
dude.
Knew it. Well, obviously, I think not obviously, but I think it's more of like an iconic film, the original, and this one
Right.
obviously had fucking more technology, more.
Yeah.
Look at how much martial arts has come along.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean, so
I think it's because it's
the
like
fight
maybe a
scenes.
generational thing too. Like,
Yeah.
'cause, like that's the one that like I grew up like in my era, if that makes
Mhm.
sense, right?
The
Obviously
Jaden
the-
Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
like that
what,
one.
You didn't
came
grow up
out-
on Karate Kid? It was in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah,
sure I
you're right,
saw
you're
it when
right,
a kid, but like it didn't come out when I was a kid.
And all the stuff that's in this movie
Yeah.
spoke to more kid you than
Exactly.
the original Karate Kid. So I
Exactly.
can see that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think it's more relatable in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Cobra Kai though, Cobra Kai, come fucking bring it back, Cobra Kai, dude.
this motherfucker has not shut up about Cobra Kai for the
Fuck it.
past 2 months, bro.
Yeah, well, that means you kind of need to watch it then, huh?
Every time I'm like, yeah, dude, I heard it's a great show. I heard it's super good. You're like, yep. All right. Anyway.
I know he doesn't give a fuck about it. I kind of read that after like the second time I brought it up, and
And
since
he'll
I've
just double
been-
down. I'll be like walking to the kitchen to go grab something. He's like, dude, this scene right here is just amazing. The backstory between these two characters, and then it starts going into it.
he
And I'm like, yeah.
walked up to the TV. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what's happening? It's pretty crazy." That was my in.
That's
That was
true.
my fucking
I
in.
showed a little bit of
Yeah.
interest, like, and then boom.
You gave me an inch. I took a mile, dude.
To be fair, I am kind of stubborn about shows like that. I was the same way with Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. Like, universally loved, amazing shows. I'm just late
And
to the...
where would you put Breaking Bad on your list?
Breaking Bad's up there.
Top 3.
I'd say it's top 3. For, like, shows like that, for sure, yeah.
Cobra Kai's gonna be top 4.
Yeah, top 5.
top 5 for
yeah.
sure. But
Okay, so we have Japan. What was the other one?
China.
China, and then Germany again.
Fuck, but the Northern Lights.
Oh,
Northern Lights would be super
Aurora
sick.
Borealis.
Yeah, dude. Oh, but then fucking
You can see
Greece.
those in Alaska.
Yeah. Okay. Let me change this up. So, fuck. Do I want Northern Lights or do I want Greece? Can we do top 5? No, top 3.
Top 3, yeah.
Top three.
5's still a little too much, sorry.
Okay. Well, sorry. I have ambitions.
Yeah.
Japan, Greece, and Northern Lights
so
are the
Greece
most
is
visible.
taking number 2.
Yeah.
Nice,
So I'm just kind of going off of where I haven't been now. I'm taking Germany out since I've already been there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I plan on going back, but top 3. If I had to place
Right.
these in order, I would put the one I've already been to past that, and then top 1 isn't dude, I had the place Netherlands, the best place to see the Northern Lights.
I have no idea off the top of my head.
Wherever the best place to see the Northern Lights is,
That's where you're gonna go.
yes.
Number 3.
And that's only because I've just had a recent infatuation with the Northern Lights, like the past like week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I was like in the living room. Most nights this fucking past like week, I've been wanting to just kind of chill on the couch and just pass out on the couch, and then whenever I wake up, go to my room.
It's a vibe.
It is, dude.
It is a vibe.
So
It's a comfortable couch too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So whenever you leave, once we stop watching whatever show, I'll put on like this past week. I've been putting on like space shit too. Like,
Nice,
the
dude,
Northern Lights
yes,
came on,
yes.
so I was like, "Fuck yeah, fucking sorry, sorry, Hulk."
He's like,
Yes, I'm fucking angry. But what about you?
so if you've been going down a deep dive on a quick tangent, if
Okay.
you've been deep diving Northern Lights, what are those? Are they electromagnetic fields or is it solar shit?
It's like solar. It's like almost like a solar flare, but not like from the sun.
Do you know why it's colorful?
No.
Damn, okay.
This was also while I was like
Stalked.
stogged on the couch, getting ready
cool.
to pass out, you know. And it wasn't like on the Northern Lights specifically. It was just more on like space shit, and the Northern Lights came on.
Oh,
and I just
okay,
kinda
my
been
bad.
Thinking about them. No, you're good.
I thought it was like a whole video.
It
on
did
them.
explain it too. It did explain it,
Did
but
it? That shit's hard to remember. I'll watch like a whole video on black holes, and like it'll go deep into the
I
fucking.
could just tell you with Event Horizon.
Yeah, if you ask me the next day what the fuck, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I could
Gravity.
I could very loosely tell you in a very fucking botched version what a black hole can do, but
exactly.
so I know it's like reflections of light or something with something because of its location.
Yeah.
And
They're always in colder places too, right? So doesn't it have to do something with
fucking
temperature?
find out right now, dude. We have the whole fucking internet. at
We
our
do.
Fucking Northern Lights. Oh, Alaska. Wait. Okay, I guess Alaska is fucking
That's what I figured when I said
Yes.
that earlier. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Northern Lights. How? 'Cause I typed Northern Lights
Yeah.
already. Auroras occur, so they're called auroras.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, auroras occur when charged particles, electrons, and protons collide with gases in Earth's upper atmosphere.
Electrons. I knew I had to do something with those motherfuckers.
Neutrons, and nucleus.
Ultron.
Voltron. Zoltan. Those collisions produce tiny flashes that fill the sky with colorful light. As billions of flashes occur in sequence, the auroras appear to move or dance in the sky.
That's fucking crazy. So it's just billions of fucking protons clashing with electrons, causing molecular level explosions,
Mm-hmm.
and give us pretty colors.
Solar winds and Earth's magnet. Wait, what? In simple terms, the
Oh, it is
auroras
magnetic.
can be explained as an Yeah, I looked up how.
Yes, dude. I'm a fucking scientist.
In simple, it says in simple terms. So you're explaining it simply.
I'm a
so it's not that
simpleton scientist.
Why did you
I'm
just
like-
say simple?
I'm like Bill Nye, you know? I'm not even a real
I
scientist.
just say what people tell me to say. But I'm also a childhood icon. In simple terms,
Get
the
real
auroras
woke.
can be explained as an interaction of the solar wind and the Earth's magnetic field. The solar wind consists of charged particles emanating from the sun. These are captured by the Earth's magnetic field and drawn towards poles at very high speed.
Oh, so that's why there's a there's certain places too, is because of the
poles.
The poles, yeah. So it's probably Alaska, maybe Greenland or Iceland
Mm-hmm.
is one of the spots, I think. Netherlands probably, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's a fucking solid top 3 though, honestly.
I'd say so.
My
Alaska's
top one is the same. Japan, obviously. You know, I'm a
Mhm.
super big weeb.
Mhm.
Love Japanese culture.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of get back into anime a little bit more now.
Fuck yeah,
So-
rubbing off on them.
Just
We're
rubbing
going through
all-
Attack on Titan right now, getting
all
ready
over
for
me.
season 4, part 17.
Yeah, I think we're I think we're kind of at the part that I stopped watching.
Nice. We just got to
AOT.
season 3. It's gonna get so good.
Yeah, I know. I see. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. I know I see them get to his house, right, or something like that. Don't they find
The basement?
not the? I think so. Yeah, I think I see them
Mhm.
get to the basement. I don't know if I see them go like into shit though.
Okay.
If I remember, it's also been like a while.
Okay. Yeah, it's been tough trying to talk with it about it too because I don't want to say something that's like a big spoiler and then it's like,
Isn't there a fucking like Castlevania looking guy too that flies around, has a sword? Or am I thinking of a different anime?
like he looks like Trevor Belmont.
Long hair, blonde, super strong guy.
Zeke?
No, he hasn't come out yet. He's not. He hasn't been. No, never mind. Okay, so
You know about Zeke though?
Which one's Zeke?
Okay, never mind. Anyway,
I'm bad with names.
yeah, we'll fucking episode 7 when we're caught up. We'll have another Attack on Titan discussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick.
But yeah, Japan for me, number 1. Number 2, Brazil, and then number 3, probably France, probably Paris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's in the top 4 or 5. I'm sorry, 5 for sure. I don't know where I'm going. It's top 4 shit. Top 5.
Top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
Yeah, dude. I think traveling is super important. Just to kind of see what the fuck else is out there, dude. Because like I think we were talking about this on the front porch the other day, how you know some people who just never leave their hometown and they're in them small like gas station mart. That's the only place to grocery shop, get your petrol and fucking your sody pop.
Petrol.
Because that's the thing.
Your petroleum.
So
Come get your fossil fuels. Yeah, no,
get
people,
your carbon fuel.
you know, and it's generational. So like my parents grew up and lived here their whole life in this town, their parents. So it's like generations of families will live in this same town their whole life, know the same people, the same teachers, just that's it. That's their world.
Dude, it's
You know?
fucking wild to see. And it's always like, but they're happy. They're content with it. They enjoy it. They don't need anything else to make them happy because they feel they're, and if they are fucking shit, they've already achieved more than I have.
Yeah.
Because I still want more to see, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, they're completely content with where they are in life.
Yeah, everything they need is there.
That'd be sick though.
That was the big reason I wanted to bring this up actually, is because, you know, rather than saying like, oh, everyone should travel is amazing or whatever, you know, I wanted to kind of look at the pros and cons of both, because those people have such a stronger sense of community.
like self-awareness,
structure.
Like
You grow up in a town like that, you know, your whole life, you really have roots established, like the bonds and the connections that you have, whether they're good or bad, in that town are going to be so much stronger than like someone like me who like moved around a bunch as a kid, you know, and don't really have like a hometown like that.
Facts.
So that's a huge advantage I think a lot of those people have, right?
Now you meet your hometown sweetheart, and she's just as rooted into this fucking community.
Yeah, high school sweethearts, you guys get married, yeah.
And you guys are like, well, I mean, it'd be cool to see somewhere else, but like, I also don't
But, like, why?
want to leave everybody.
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
you have 2 people reinforcing that idea. You're not going anywhere. You're fucking staying right the fuck still.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, fuck it. You guys are happy. Do your thing.
Yeah.
For me, if someone were to ask me, or if anybody were to ask me, do you think it's a good idea to travel? Always, 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 I'm going to say yes. You know what I mean? And traveling alone too is definitely a good way to really like learn about yourself.
Yeah, you kind of find yourself in that instance too. So not only you're like meeting new people and meeting new or going to new places, but you're also like through that learning more about yourself. That's interesting.
How you engage in this new environment. You don't know what's going on. You don't have anybody to rely on.
Right.
You're kind of making your own way with what time you have and really doing everything that it is that you want to do. You learn about like, damn, I'm on vacation. Am I just sitting at home or sitting in this fucking B&B or wherever I'm at on my phone the entire time like I am? Or am I living my life, going out, walking, hitting restaurants, pubs, art galleries, all this other shit? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I think that in doing that and experiencing this different place, you almost get a sense of like a new culture.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether it's very similar or you know what I mean, but at the same time, it's still gonna feel different. It's still gonna feel foreign to you, And in that experience, you kind of you have these moments of realization, like, holy fuck, there's a lot of cool shit here. Like, what the fuck else is out there? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm this impressed just going to another just random city, like, or wherever it is that you go, what about if I go to fucking the Grand Canyon or Northern Lights or fucking the Great Wall? You know what I mean? Like, all these other, like,
Wonders of the world.
Wonders of the world. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it forces you to engage. I think that's a big one. If you do consciously make the decision, hey, I'm going to go to this different country or this different location, and you know, I'm going by myself, I have to plan everything, and I'm going to make the most out of it, right? So it kind of forces you to be super present in the moment. You're probably be on your phone a little bit, right?
Oh yeah,
trying to get
GPS,
pictures and stuff like that. Yeah,
pictures. I can imagine you being on your phone a lot, but you're still like in the moment.
Once you get to the thing that you planned, you're gonna fucking be there, and you're gonna be present for it, and you're gonna engage more. You're gonna have that, like, a conversation with the waiter isn't just gonna be like, oh yes, thank you, please, this, that. You're gonna be asking them, hey, like, what do you recommend? Like, what's the delicacy of this area? Shit like that.
What's
an interaction you're not gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna have that interaction
at
at
least
home.
that's what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you get the most out of it, and I think that in turn makes you a better person. You know?
Yeah, because your social aspects, everything socially, you get better because you don't know where the fuck you are, and you're asking people things like that you probably normally wouldn't ask because you're already in your hometown. So you're just like, I'm already here. I'm just gonna stay quiet and eat my food.
Yeah.
Now, like how you said, you're forced to engage socially. You gain a little of independence. You know what I mean? Like, I can imagine when you come back, you're a bit more confident in your ability to be independent and take care of yourself. Like, I went on this whole excursion on my own. You know what I mean? And I'm fine. I came back.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's so many different ways mentally you could benefit because there's those moments of realization. Like, I'm in a new area. I think it almost gives you like a sense of clarity. Like, fuck, this feels good. Like, I'm somewhere new. I'm breaking. I'm breaking the fucking. I'm going against the grain type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not at work or at home doing the same shit, sitting on. Because there's a lot of times when I'm like out traveling somewhere, and I think like, what would I be doing right now at home? Sometimes, not the entire time. I don't want to ruin or botch the experience, but like a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times throughout the trip, I'll think like, fuck, what would I be doing right now? Oh, I'd be I don't know, at home getting ready to hop on the computer and think I'm gonna have a hell of a night. And now I'm looking at the fucking ocean in Hawaii type shit. Or like you're about to travel, right? You're like, wow, what would I normally be? I'd be normally driving to work right now. But instead I'm hopping on a plane to fucking Japan.
Yeah.
This is fucking sick. And that's what, and then it, boom, now you're excited. Now you're thinking about how you're doing something different. You're kind of living life.
That's such a fun part of the experience, the actual traveling portion too. Obviously the destination is fun and that's where you're going to experience the most, but like that's really part of it for me too, is like whether I'm going on an airport or a long road trip with the homies or whatever, that like actual like travel experience is fun too.
You make a thing out of it.
Yeah,
you make it a thing. Like, all right, I'm gonna get to the airport, I'm gonna have a couple drinks, I'm gonna fucking feel good, get on this plane.
Yeah, you know, by yourself there's not so much, but like if you're traveling with people, man, some of the best conversations that you have are like in the car or on the plane, you know, like on a long road trip. Like that's some of like you're making memories, you know, that will last you a long time compared to the normal mundane shit that you do every day that you're not gonna remember in fucking next week.
Yeah,
you know, you're not gonna remember in 10 years. You know,
I'm sure we remember a lot more. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sure like a lot of the memories that we have, like for instance, we're in fucking Germany having a good time, seeing the culture. Like that's gonna stand out a little bit more than when we go out on a fucking weekend to go party in club.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know.
Doing that in Germany.
yeah. Exactly. But that's different though. I feel like that's different. Kind of like same but different, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're into clubs, you gotta check out a club in Germany. You know what I mean? If you're into bars, check out a bar in Germany.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you know, like your interests are still going to stay the same, right? Just because you're in a different location, but you're just going to see how they do it. You know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I get to fucking...
Like how these guys get down, you know?
You're a clubber, right? And you get to Germany and it's fucking tea, crumpets, fucking. You complete 180. You don't do any of that. You go to a vineyard. You fucking wine tasting.
Yeah. You're putting on airs,
You're
pinky
wearing a
up.
fucking
Yeah.
sun hat.
Look at how sophisticated I am
I
now
am
that I've
distinguished.
traveled.
Anybody know where to get a monocle?
You know, but that's the thing. I do see people who do that and almost like, I don't know, act like they're better than other people. So it's
Oh, well, I've been. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's a great experience, like, you know, for you as a person. But if you try to let that, like, use that as a weapon against other people to, like, make yourself seem, like, cooler or better than them, then you're just a douchebag.
Dude, those fucking people. I'm going to use one of my.
Go for
Where
it.
I've been. I've never done this, but, like, those
Yeah.
people who are like, oh, yeah, like, hey, you want some pineapple or coconut? I've had pineapple and coconut in Hawaii, so I don't know I don't think I can enjoy it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No one cares about your flex, first of all. And now you're letting that experience, like, ruin things for you. It should be the exact opposite. Yeah.
You should be able to be like, damn, like, this actually is pretty good compared to fucking Hawaii. Like, you can still, like, talk both up and make it not seem like you're a fucking tool bag.
Yeah.
Or, like, you had it one fucking time.
Right, yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
Yeah,
like,
hey,
you're not a fucking
pineapple
coconut
expert.
fucking connoisseur, you know what I mean? Like, fuck off, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're Igor from Ratatouille on all fucking things coconut. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, or people who will take one trip, you know, and granted, I'm not going to, like, criticize anyone's, like, financial situation or life situations where they can't take multiple trips, but, like, don't be that person that, like, takes that trip and then, like, you just always only ever talk about that.
That is who you
Repost
identify
it.
as.
Yeah, you
like,
repost
take me
it
back,
every
and it's only
fucking-
been a week. Like,
Yeah, come
and it's
on,
just you sitting
dude.
with your fucking.
Jesus Christ. He's got something to say.
Yeah. What are those girls that, like, it's just like.
Oh my
they're
God, what is
sitting
happening?
on, like, the edge of, like, the fucking a wall in front of the ocean.
Oh, it's just ass. Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Frustrating.
You really lived your life sitting at the edge of a fucking ocean.
Yeah, it ruins the experience. You
Stand
know,
on-
it's harder to get on board with.
But yeah, then like that becomes their identity, dude. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that also equally I don't think is. I think travel is important if it's used right, and I think everyone universally probably agrees with what we're saying. I don't think we're like making any controversial statements for like short trips and shit like that.
And besides,
What I think is like better is for people to like travel and like go move somewhere, like get out of your hometown, get out of the place you grew up, and go live in a different city. Go to like college or whether it's the military or something. If you're like a young person and you're like 18, 19, like what am I gonna do? Get the fuck out and go live somewhere for a couple years, because then, like, sure, on a week trip, you know, you can make some nice experiences, but like there's only so much you can do in that time frame.
yeah,
If you move somewhere, and then you can really learn different people, have those people influence you and actually change how you think, learn from other people. Like that, I think is really what people should do, especially at a young age, is just go somewhere, a different city, different town, different state, and have like long-term travel, almost nomadic style.
yeah. Like I went from living with my parents my whole life, and I moved out. You know, so
Yeah.
like clearly that makes me better. No, but I went from that one kid who was never gonna leave Tucson. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna fucking stay here. I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like a big enough city yet small enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like, it's cool. And then fucking left. Fucking went to North Carolina.
Good old NC.
Good old NC, right? And then fucking back to Arizona, but still.
Think about how much that changed you, though. Imagine if you'd never left Arizona,
Oh
you'd
my
never left
God.
Tucson, and the Michael that we'd have today compared to going
I
to
do.
Bragg, experiencing everything, and then from Bragg, you got to go to Germany, you got to go to all these other Afghanistan. So from there, again, there was more travel, and so think about how much differently that affected your whole life, your outset,
So much.
your mindset, your outlook on things, you know? And that's what I advocate for.
Dude, yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near the person I would be or I am now if I didn't do all of these things.
Yeah.
And
You met me, so that's probably the biggest.
that's like the best. And so, yeah, like honestly, like think if I'd never joined the army, right? Never left Tucson, I'd be in Tucson doing God knows what, right?
Yeah.
And
With the wrong crowd type shit.
well, maybe.
Gangbanging?
Yeah, probably a little fucking hood. I was never like, I like hung around like I would have friends who would do that shit, but I'd never fucking go and do that. But then like sometimes I'd be hanging out with them, like we'd already be out and about, fucking walking the streets.
See.
And I'm not gonna walk 30 minutes back home just to not walk to someone's house the next block over.
Yeah.
And you know when you're like with the homies, you're like, oh shit, my homie's hitting us up. He wants to chill. We're gonna go chill with them.
Yeah.
All right, bet. You're not gonna be like, where are we going? Who's all gonna be there?
Who's gonna be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, all right,
It's
bet.
like nowadays you ask those questions.
Now that's important, but yeah, back
as
then
a
you're like,
kid, you're like, all right, I'm down. Yeah.
all right, bet. It's fucking July in the fucking Arizona. Let's go walk this shit. You know what I mean? In my fucking hoodie. And then we'd go walk 10, 20 minutes.
Fucking beanie on.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why we did that.
Yeah.
To wherever house, and then fucking people are doing coke, fucking weed, whatever the fuck, right?
Dude.
And then it's like, there's only so much that you can be exposed to that before you see like, all right, let me test the waters a little bit, see what I can do. You know,
you're a younger, impressionable person. You know, it's tough because peer pressure is a fucking bitch, man.
Yeah. So every so often, I would catch myself, you know, just kind of chilling with the group that was on that vibe. But I did know at some point, like I did recognize, like, fuck, dude, I gotta get out of here. Like I can't fucking chill and just be happy with Tucson. I gotta get the fuck out of Tucson. Like, something that one day just clicked in me, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out. And no disrespect to Tucson, it's always gonna be home. You know what I mean? Like it's always gonna be the dirty tea. You know what I mean? I love it always. But yeah, dude, I had to get out. There was just no more room for growth. The way that I always explain it is there was just no more room for growth for me. You know?
Right.
And with that, I had to spread my wings and fucking fly, dog.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because I wonder, like, let's say if you're someone who grew up in like, or you're born in like New York City, or like Los Angeles or something, like maybe
the concrete
you don't,
jungle.
Yeah,
where wet dreams are made of.
Yeah, wet dreams are made of. Maybe you don't have to move in that situation because
I still think you should.
I personally, just because I think even if there's everything there for you, you know, there's infinite potential for success in that area. I think personally, you need to go still experience, like go to like a fucking country ass place, you know, go to like the desert,
Midwest.
Yeah, just to change your mindset and learn a different way of thinking. I think that's super important because then it'll teach you how to be more open-minded yourself, how to interact with people. Like there's just so much that you get from that. Yeah,
and another thing too is like you mentioned a good point on like, you know, go somewhere different, go to like a country ass town, right?
Right.
And when I say like no more room for growth, that's both like financially and internally, you know. And I think whether you're in New York or fucking Hawaii or wherever, right? You could be completely happy in Hawaii, but you could probably still make it.
There's really no room for growth there. It's like a pretty small island.
Yeah. So, and you want to fucking be a gosh darn, you know, art designer, you know what I mean? You have your own art studio and you go to New York, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or fucking you're in New York and you want to be a fucking surfer, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a professional surfer, go to Hawaii type shit, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that in any case, there's just always going to be something that you can benefit from. Even all the negatives, even all the bads. Like, a lot of bad shit could happen in your move. You broke for a good bit. You fucking stressed out. You don't know where to look for a job because you don't know where the fuck you are. Especially if you go from like New York to like a country town.
Oh yeah.
And all you're doing is just
that
fucking
adjustment's gotta be so hard.
Yeah, doing farming, just fucking mucking stalls and doing all this other crazy shit that you've never done before. Like, how do you find a job in that case? All that difficult shit will toughen you up as fucking as dad as it sounds to say, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just fucking rub some
make you
dirt
stronger.
on it. Yeah, like it's gonna be enough resilience to where it won't break you, but it'll definitely make you stronger mentally, you know, emotionally, and you'll start to notice that you have a lot more potential, and there's a lot more that you can do. Just sometimes you need to be kind of, you know, forced a little bit, and making that move could force you.
Yeah, facts. You know, if you're too comfortable where you're at, it's going to be really hard for you to just like leave that on your own, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you need a little bit of a push because you need adversity in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the only way, like you said, you can grow. No one grows by just like coasting and doing the same shit. You grow by facing challenges and then overcoming them. And if you don't put yourself in that position to be challenged, it's, you know, it's scary,
Yeah.
but you have to like do that.
And the fact that you even consider or even move in general, like that alone says that you grew in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were able to step out of your comfort
Yeah,
zone.
just simply missing your friends and family, you know, just being homesick.
Yeah. We're creatures of habit. That habitual fucking routine that you have, the environment, everything.
Yeah.
Like, so if you do make the move, just don't think like, fuck, I made the move, now I'm fuck. Like, no, you already showed that you have grown in your own way. So you've already gained from the experience off of the first fucking day.
Yeah, true.
So now you just got to figure out other ways to like, how can I go from here?
Yeah.
And grow from here. Like, but
And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Don't be afraid to. I mean, I feel like I'm a kind of a broken record. We talked about this before, but you can't be afraid to fail in that aspect.
right.
Because it's like, you know, maybe you go back home and some people might talk shit about like, oh, look who's back or whatever. But like you've already, like you said, that first day already improved and learned, you know, and you fucking went for it.
Yeah.
How are you going to let someone who just sat there in the same town not doing shit, like you tried, you
on
know?
the same fucking stepway to their fucking apartment, right? You left 3 years ago and you came back realizing it wouldn't work. That same person just
same
looks a little
motherfucker.
bit older,
Yeah.
doing the same exact thing.
Like, fuck you, dude. I'm doing something, you know?
Yeah. And when you come back home, it's going to be the same, but it's going to look just a little different.
That is true.
Even
That's
if
another interesting part
everything
of
is
it.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing the same thing. Home's going to look a little bit
Nothing
different.
could change, but you changed.
Exactly.
So now it looks different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then that might bring one of two things. Like, fuck, I really don't want to leave this place.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here.
Tree
got
down.
ghosts. We got ghosts.
Something's always happening in this motherfucker.
Bro. And so that, or you realize like, fuck, I really want more to see. I'm going to go
Yeah.
do more. And you fucking move, and then you find your fucking best friend who you met in the army. And then now all of a sudden you guys are life partners.
You have you guys are together by common law. That's just how it works now. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
No,
you have
but
a really successful podcast and a bunch of
this is getting oddly specific.
yeah, right. But that just could happen to you, you
Yeah.
know, just as an example.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's super important. I definitely recommend it for people. And if you're thinking about it, just fucking do it.
Just
you know?
do it.
Just do it. So
Fuck yeah. All right. One more topic before we go ahead and get up out of here. We were watching Death Note. I rewatched it. He watched it for the second time, I believe.
yeah, like the second time, but first time like from start
All the
to
way
finish.
through. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So we rewatched that a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
And something that's been sticking with me since then is I wish that I had a rival in my life that I could engage in intellectual combat with.
Mhm.
I want to be like Yagami and have an L. Or I should say that the other way around. I want to be L and have a light Yagami in my life. I don't know.
You want to be the bad guy, huh?
yeah, maybe. You know, and I just don't know how to put myself in that position to find that.
Okay.
But I think that everyone should have a rival in their life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, 100%. I think having a rival is good because it helps you benchmark your progress a lot more and stay more on top of your progress in whatever your rivalry is in. Sales, intellectual combat, physical combat, fucking, I don't know who's better at a video game. Like you're more hypercritical of your progress and what you have to do to succeed. And it almost becomes like an obsession, you know. And I think that if you have a rivalry with the right person, it could be a good rivalry where you both are still friends. You both understand like, hey, we're out here to like compete against each other. But at the end of the day, we're still hoping and wishing the other person that they, the best of luck.
Right,
like,
right.
hey, I'm going to do my best to fucking beat you in fucking chess or checkers or this debate, right? But I really hope you do really, really well, and I hope you do your best. Whether that means you beat me or not, I hope you do the best. I'm not going to wish on my downfall, but
Right.
I want you to bring your A game. So I think it's super important to have that because, one, how I already mentioned, your progress is going to be benchmarked a lot more. You're going to show more improvement because you're going to be practicing whatever it is that you're practicing more. You're going to be, you'll also create a bond with that person too.
Yeah.
So,
and it's an interesting bond. It's not one like any other, right? Because you have such a competitiveness with each other. Like you said, you wish them good, but you also are constantly like, I want to beat this motherfucker.
Yes.
And that dynamic is not really in any other type of relationship.
Not competitive, right?
Right, right, yeah.
And I think that it'll show a lot and teach a lot of like humility and confidence depending on how it's going in your favor, you know what I mean? But definitely humility, especially if it's someone that you're cool with. So like if you do get bested or you do best them, it still teaches you like this is also somebody that I'm friends with. I don't want fuck you motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Unless that's your thing. Unless that's your thing and you guys know and understand.
Right.
But at the deep root of it, you're not there to intentionally put the other person below you in like a negative way, other than like, hey, I beat you at whatever it is we're competing at.
Yeah.
So I think that it's super good to have a rival.
Yeah, in the show, you see them pushing each other. So L is already this super genius detective who has solved every case that he's ever been given.
With ease and fucking within a ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah, and then so you see Kira come across, and now he's putting him in positions and he's besting him in certain ways. So now L becomes even better. And his deductive reasoning gets even better and stuff like
hypercritical.
Right. And now Light, who's doing things in such a fucking great, efficient way, and if L wasn't there, would have already conducted his master plan. Now L is here as an obstacle stopping him, so he has to come up with more creative ways in order to interact with this plan. So you see the two make each other better throughout the show.
So sick.
And spoilers ahead too. I mean, it's a super old show, so hopefully you've seen it.
If you haven't seen it, fast forward like 20 seconds.
Yeah. So L dies, and Light finally wins, and he has a replacement take over, and you can see you can see Light initially miss L because he does not have that rival anymore. The rest of the people on the investigative task force aren't as good as him. They're not making the right decisions. And so he's like, oh my God, L would never do this. I can't believe that you guys were making such mistakes. So
like
you can
he's almost disappointed in the level of effort they have, or the level of knowledge and experience and effort they have in stopping him.
Right, because he was used to that standard. Obviously he ends up getting caught and beaten. But in that moment, you can see the dynamic of that relationship and what he had.
First experiences, like when they first interact, he doesn't know them. He doesn't know that this is fucking L's predecessor.
Right, right.
The guy that, is expected to fucking
be better than L.
Yeah, to dethrone him.
Exactly.
Turns out he is.
Yeah.
Because he catches Light.
So that stuck with me ever. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's probably been more than 20 seconds. Fast forward more. Another spoiler.
Yeah.
Because Light is Kira, obviously if you haven't seen the show, that's going to be surprising.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like said fucking the moment it happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, such a good fucking show.
It's episode 1, 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? That's funny.
But yeah, so
that concept is kind of stuck with me, man. And I don't think that I particularly have a rival right now. There's some guys at the gym I'm competitive with, but I don't have that rival in life. I don't think most people do, right?
Yeah, most people are kind of dumb, dude.
Yeah, everyone's just so below me. I'm so much more intellectually superior.
I'm bored.
Yeah, no one's good enough to be my rival.
Yeah, onomatopoeia.
So anyway, yeah, find your fucking life rival, travel more, and don't do drugs. Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah,
you can do other drugs.
Yeah, do all the drugs. Don't do that.
Yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, I think
What do you think?
I think I'm good to call it here.
Yeah, that's been the Minor Convenience episode number 6. It was a pleasure having you guys with us.
I appreciate you guys coming through, sticking with it.
Stay tuned next time for episode 7, where we do the episode Naked.
What did he say?
I don't know what the fuck else we're supposed to talk about.
Traveling, dude.
Oh, traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Fucking edit that out.
clean segue. That was smooth. Honestly, I was trying to think of something, and I was like, fuck.
And all I wanted was enough of a silence so I could just snippet it out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Perfect. We'll keep it in now.
Yeah.
Dude, last time, when I was watching it back, we were editing too.
I left something in, didn't I?
No, I was like doing the AI segue or whatever, because you were talking about, digital work and art and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, this would be a good segue. I was like, how do you think about AI? And you were like, what? Where'd that come from? I'm like, dude, we talked about this before the episode. What the fuck?
You're fucking it up for me right now.
So what do you think about traveling?
What the fuck? Where'd that come from? I fucking love traveling, dude.